issue that we have out here in Elliott Bay is the thought that the Navy vessels coming in and the Blue Angels flying overhead create a normalcy of these weapon systems. And what's happening in our societies is war is becoming more and more an issue, like pollution or some other issue that we deal with. And so when there is a war, we decide, how many people are killed and how much money it's cost to decide whether it's worth it. And we're opposed to that. We're opposed to all warfare because obviously people are killed and violence creates more violence, which we see over and over and over. So we're here in Elliott Bay to show that we're opposed to this normalization of weapons of war. The ships coming in, one of them started its naval career with the Tet Offensive during the Vietnam War, and of course it's been in many more wars since then. Another vessel that's coming in launched its Tomahawk cruise missiles during the first wave of attacks against Iraq in March 2003. And very likely when these ships, they'll come in, and when they leave here, they may be involved in another military operation where more people will be killed. And yet, Seafair asks us to honor these ships. I mean, I can honor the sailors, and I understand they have a job to do, but as far as weapons of war goes, it doesn't belong in downtown Seattle, and it deserves no honor whatsoever. They represent a colossal failure of our foreign policy and a colossal failure for humankind. And that's why we're here today.
And how do you hope to convey that message to people that will be observing this?
Well, the Peace Fleet is, we don't draw all the headlines, but we are noticed. By out here, we're stating that it's not acceptable to us, and that there's another side to this. I think people notice as they do in any demonstration. It's difficult to tell how you inspire people in the future or how they will act in the future. Hopefully, we'll do that. We'll inspire others to act.
So what's your response to those that say that that the sailors serving aboard these ships deserve to come in and have a break? They've been out working hard, and they deserve some time off, and why shouldn't they be allowed to come in and enjoy the fruits of their labor?
Well, I think the sailors have worked hard. I think the conditions that they're under in a state of almost continuous war is there's definitely a lot asked of them, and certainly I would feel like they're welcome to Seattle, but I don't think their warships should be here, because I think that's when the Blue Angels fly overhead, they are an F-18 fighter plane, and within hours they can have their machine guns reattached and they're ready for combat. And I think it's a glorification for them to fly overhead, and I think it's a glorification of war when these ships come into Seattle.